Hello, Sagittarius. It's umomgtarot, and this is your someone secretly doesn't want you to know this. Tarot card reading. Let's have a look at who we're talking about, and then we'll get into the spread and figure out what's going on. So if you'd like your own personal reading, please check out the description. There's a link to my website, and here is your first card. First card. Oh, hello. A lot of people have been getting their own sign in their readings. Okay, so the energy imbues power, superior confidence, and enthusiasm. With faith, good fortune, and authority, we have Sagittarius energy off the top. So you already know about this person. Explorative, broad-minded, very wise. They ask why. They're curious about life a lot. And they also like to be free. They like to be free. I just want to be free. I just want to be me. I don't know. That's a very obscure song. I don't know if you guys will know it. It's by Lady Gaga. I don't know. Let me know if you do know that song. I'm not going to sing the whole song because I don't want to get copyrighted, but here's your next card. Virgo. Okay, so the energy around you is dutiful, hesitant, and humble, with a discriminating, diligent, and painstaking air. Virgo. Okay, so you have Virgo energy in the mix, and there's something they don't want you to know, but Virgos are typically very secretive, very, 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 very evasive about their truths. So let's keep going. We have Leo energy, very prideful but protective. The energy is flamboyant, dramatic, proud, and passionate. It focuses on the importance of self-belief. So we have this earth fire energy. We have this kind of reactive energy with this person. If you try to insist that you infringe on their right to freedom, you're gonna have a problem. This person's very expressive with their Leo energy, has a lot of control over their self-expression. You cannot hold them down. Love entertainment. Virgo energy, very secretive, very perfectionist, very critical as well. So that might be a little bit of a, I think you're disgusting, but I'm not going to say that to your face. And then we have Sagittarius energy, freedom. They're a little more open-minded and easygoing, but they're a little judgment. They got some judgments going on there. Give you a little judgmental there. So let's have a look at what they, what don't they want you to know? What is this about, y'all? What is this about, yo? Let me actually use the energy oracle cards to carve out a theme for this. This is rather controversial, this one. What don't you want me to know? What does that have to do? What kind of energy are we bringing into this secretism? Okay, so I'm going to use the energy oracle cards for this, and this is your card. Door to Spirit. Hello. And 3 + 2 = 5. This is an uncomfortable change, transitionary number. So we have the door to Spirit. This person is, let's hope they're not just being like open to religion, open to their spirituality, and trying to hide that. Let's hope that's not something they have to hide, you know? But let's have a look at the tarot spread. I'm using the pre-Raphaelite tarot for this, and we'll see what's going on. Because the door to Spirit can mean so many things. They're the opening to letting the divine allow things to unfold organically. They're leaving it to God, right, for you to find out. Oh man, let's hope not. Let's have a look. There might be good reasoning behind them keeping information from you. So let's have at it. Here we go. So your first card is the Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords, who's been known to be hyper reactive and go off before they know all the details. That just the knowledge of knowing there's more to know is not really registering because they react so quickly. So then we have, who's this? The Eight of Pentacles, working hard, knows the grindstone. That's exactly how you miss out on other things. I didn't even know I needed to know that type energy. And the Knight of Pentacles has just enough energy and just enough youthfulness to be, wreaking havoc amongst people that they don't understand. So this focus here, this person may have a hard focus on, working. They could be hard on the money, try to get the money by any means necessary. Let's do some NFT scam type foolishness. Let me have that type of hustle people, as in actually go out and rob and we're not gonna get that far in, but I feel like the hot-headed Knight of Swords mixed with the Eight of Pentacles, the focus and determination, is just kind of like you're gonna be focused and hard determined on something that isn't even legit because you can't take the time to vet. Listen, the work ethic is good though. Let's keep going. Your next card is the King of Pentacles, and now it's starting to feel like an order. It's now starting to feel like I go off and snap and I get like that. It's part of my job. And I'm summoned by the king. Then we have the Hierophant, another earthy type leader, which is associated with Taurus. So I'm looking at this and I'm going, okay, so this person is... Okay, I see what you're doing. Okay, I see what you're doing. By any means necessary, I get it. Okay, let's keep going and then I'll tell you what I get. So this person is very unlikely, but they're coming in with okay, we have the World card and this is personal transformation. This person is changing. So I'm really looking at this person differently. I'm really intrigued by this person in your life. I feel like they're having this like spiritual change, spiritual transition, and it's like it's like the way that they feel it has changed. Like this is like when you know somebody who used to be a bully, a thug, this, that, and the other thing, and then you meet them up 10 years later and they're like hella religious, giving sermons, you know? It's like, what unlocked that? I feel like this person acts as a servant of their religion. I feel like they're not trying to hear anything else, but at the same time, this is not who they were before. They're very strong and firm in their convictions. They're very dedicated and committed and loyal to their convictions, their beliefs. So if they're part of a community, they're definitely down for that. If they're just developing their own beliefs and they're very like, not radicalized beliefs, but like they're very intense about it. Like they focus on it, hard focus on the development of their beliefs and their spirituality. They're curious. They're in that curious mode. And they may not want you to know because they may not want you to argue with it. They don't want you to question it. They don't want you to have anything to say negative about it because it's a matter of pride. We do see the Leo there, and they may be secretive and conservative about it again because the matter of pride and the matter of like, I'm not arguing with you about this. They stayed curious. They may have been looking and researching for a long time about what it is they believe. So they've taken on, whether it's a new religion or just like they're like, I'm doing DMT now. I'm part of that life. I'm doing... Like, they may be doing something that is, like, not necessarily the most known or common thing that other people would, you know, find to be either controversial or just be questioning it a lot. There might even be money involved in this. So it might even be, like, they're getting on one of those, like, a lot of pyramid scam companies use the law of attraction energy to make it seem more legit, and then this person's like, well, no, they have good principles, and it's like, you're not wrong, they're using the law of attraction principles, but they're also telling you to shell out thousands of dollars of your own money. Like, no, like, no. So we have somebody who is, again, they're going to something and moving into it very quickly, very impulsive, but they're also very focused on it. So also reminds me of that time that I was almost in a cult because I had a crush on a guy. It's a long story, but it's like this person, they're all so convinced because they were all coming from a place where they wanted that type of convincing. They were seeking more in life, whereas I just had a crush. I wasn't seeking deeper meaning. I was just like, and then it was very obvious to me that it was a cult, but then I didn't want to call it that because I don't want to be disrespectful and I'm shy. And then they had one of their ceremonies and they were like, so some people call this a cult, but we know better, right? And I'm like, what? Okay, that's validation for me. I'm out. But yeah, so we have the the King of Pentacles, giving them orders from that king. I feel like they're like operating from a higher functioning person or a superior person. There's a lot of clouds and distortion in their perspective. Makes things unclear for them. But again, that's what those Knight of Swords do. They're not interested in clearing things up. They're interested in asserting the force. Asserting the force, one task at a time. Okay? And plus there is a religion behind this. There is some sort of principle behind what it is they're believing. So it could come from somebody that they see as a senior that they look up to. It could be like a leader, like a motivational leader, like one of them Gary Vee type things. They could be following to a T and being obsessive or being like extra about it, that to other people who are not about it. But I feel like, yes, they have opened the door to the spirit, opened the door to whatever enlightens them or ignites their fire spiritually, whether it's one of these podcasts that or it's some, but there is some leadership that they're really involved in, that they're really almost taking orders from or like following in that, right? And in order to be successful. Okay, so the Hierophant also does give us the traditional kind of sense of what they're trying to believe. It's some type of old school mentality or some sort of like, our forefathers is like saying that, women are weak and yada, yada, yada. And they're like, yeah, that resonates. And you're like, dude, like, you're so intense and like you're so intense about this, and like, where did this come from? Because you weren't as intense before. This developed. It's crazy, yo. So this person is actually changing their life. They're using this personal transformation thing because they haven't respected their own boundaries before. And so if you hear them talking about, Ayo, I'm going to implement, I'm telling you no, I'm looking for active listening. They're going to be all implementing it and like putting it into the mix of your interactions, but not really calling it what it is or telling you what they're into now, or that they're using their exercises from their studies to impact their real waking life, and you're like part of it because they're using them on you and seeing how you respond to the new boundaries that they set in place for you and them. I say boundaries because of the World card. The World card is about not repeating cycles, but I feel like this person is in the midst of repeating a cycle. But this, like, the final, like, not the final time, but maybe we're coming closer towards not repeating that cycle and overcoming it and moving on to the next cycle. Because, I mean, hey, the World card is in reverse, so we have to look at it for what it is. And usually it is about moving on from an old cycle and the acknowledgement of that. But this card is in reverse, which indicates a delay or a reversal, or it's like you think that you're on the right track and you think that you're about to hop off that circle onto the next circle, but boy, if you don't get it, because you're missing something, you got a blind spot, and you have that blind spot because you're very impulsive and you're very like all in. Now it's all consuming in my life, and like, you know, as much as there could be 51% valuable information, all it takes is, you know, not 49 but 1% to just ruin a whole 99%, a whole other 99%. I only need 1 dot of fungus on my avocado for me to throw the whole thing out, okay? I heard that. So I feel like that is part of it, and there's a little bit of stubborn energy as well, just because that Taurus energy is like, no, I'm fixed in my beliefs, I know what I'm talking about, you can't tell me nothing. You know, and you as a spiritual person go, okay, well, I've been F'ing with spirituality for my whole life, like that's my being, but okay, you know everything now, do your thing, you know, and let me stand by on the sidelines, and I'll be there to support you after, because I am the broad-minded one. And that's the Leo. That's the Leo in there. With the pride, that's the Leo in there. Alright, so there it is. That is your reading. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment, share the video, and if you'd like your own personal reading, please check out the description. There is a link to my website, as well as a link to my Etsy shop. And yeah, I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.